Hey guys, it's Friday, July 14th. It is 12 o'clock. I am on my lunch break at work at the job that I still have, that I'm still contracted at. I know, like months and months ago in like a different vlog, not the last one, but a different one, I was talking about don't know how much longer I'll have this job, but here I am still at it. Don't know, again, I still don't know how much longer I'll be here because it's contract, but I'm not like contracted through a certain date really. It's kind of up in the air. But hey, I got work and I'm happy about it. Anyways, so I'm pretty sure the last thing I posted was either in the beginning of May or the end of April. I know I did my haircut and here's how it's looking. Obviously this part looks a little bit weird. That was the part that I messed up on. I did fix it a little bit. It doesn't look that good right now because I fixed it like as it's parted in the middle, but right now I have it a little bit off to the side. I'm gonna like do my hair later, so this is just like I just blow dried it. I usually just let it air dry, but since I'm vlogging or trying to vlog today, I blow dried it for you guys. You're welcome. But I didn't really style it yet, so I'll show you it. Again, I've been usually parting my hair down the middle, but I have it a little bit to the side right now. So anyways, I have like updates, I guess. I had my birthday. I got spoiled on my birthday. Dustin gave me like so many cool presents. He got me like a light kit for like taking pictures or filming, like two like huge, I think it's two, I don't remember, just huge lights with umbrellas on them. It's really cool. He got me like so many Legos. I took a picture of like all the birthday Legos I built. Most of them are from him, some of them I bought for myself, but here's a picture. I'm pretty sure some of you have already seen it on Facebook, but I love Legos. My mom got me some garlic that I requested from the Harbor Market in Kenosha. I really miss that Harbor Market. Maisie's on my desk right now. I don't think she's gonna make an appearance. Oh, she did. She was on my desk right now. She was looking out the window. I really miss the Harbor Market in Kenosha, or the Farmers Market in Kenosha. I've been to our general areas market once and it was like nothing in comparison. It was so small. But they do have other markets here in like bigger cities. I just haven't gone to one yet, even though I've been here for a year. Other than that, on my birthday my dad came. He brought us 2 bikes and we've gone bike riding. It's really fun. We've also gone on a walk. I was gonna say some walks, but if you want me to be honest, we only went on one walk recently. Dustin got an Apple Watch, just like me. Well, his is better and newer and bigger, but he got an Apple Watch recently. Can you hear that noise? Maybe. I can hear it really well. I'm not sure if it's picking up on the camera, but we have someone here, like as my landlord set it up, like cutting down a dead tree or something. I already went out there, like he was cutting it down, but then he like went across the street to do some stuff, and when he was across the street I took a little bit of a clip. So here's all the chunks of the tree, like you're looking at it right now. That's all the tree that he cut down. And while I was out there, I also went to my, I'm sorry this is all over, but like just they're coming in my head. As I was out there, I went to my garden because I planted some things this year. I did 1 tomato plant and 3 basil plants. My tomato plant is like, it's not thriving. It is barely surviving. I don't know what happened to it. It's like the leaves are like wilting or something. I don't know, like they're not necessarily crispy, but they look like they're getting there and they're turning like yellow, and I don't know why. I don't know if it has like some sort of like virus, or if some sort of like weird parasite bug got on it, or if I'm watering it not enough, because we had a lot of rainy days, like for a week, no, more than a week, but just like a lot of rainy days straight, and I wasn't really watering them on the rainy days, so I'm like, did that affect it or something? I watered them a lot today, so I mean I might be overwatering them, but at this point I don't really care because I feel like that plant is probably too far gone. So either I'm gonna kill it even more by overwatering it, or I'm gonna save it. Whatever, I've come to terms with it. I can buy store-bought tomatoes, but I'm pretty sure the basil plants are gonna be doing okay. They're not as big as they were last year. Last year they were like, they shot up. They were so big and so bushy. This year they're a little short, but part of that I think is because I didn't add enough soil to the pots, so they weren't able to like they kind of grew, a lot of their height is inside of the pot, so they look shorter than they are. I want to make a lot of pesto, so I'm hoping those ones survive. Anyways, back to my birthday. Yeah, my dad came, he visited for like a day or two. He spent the night and then he left the next day. He brought us the bikes. He brought me some Legos from home because I don't know if I really talked about this too much. I think I have, because I showed my Van Gogh thing, which is still over here, my Van Gogh build I did. But I'm still into Legos. So he brought me my childhood Legos. I haven't really played with them. I just looked at them. I just thought it'd be cool. They need to be cleaned. Some of them are so disgusting. Like, ugh, not just like this on the surface, but like in the inside, like where the hollow part of the Lego is, it looks kind of gross. So I think I need to clean them before I really do anything with them. And then yeah, we went and got pizza. Sorry, we went and got pizza for my birthday and it was so good and I really want it again. That's only the second time we've gotten this pizza since I've lived here, so we're gonna have to go again sometime. It's a bit expensive, but it's delicious. I think I've already said what I got the last time I made a video, but I got vegan cheese, vegan pepperoni, and banana peppers. So good. Definitely got more to say, but I'm gonna like regroup a bit, check out my notes, because yesterday I made a list of all the things I wanted to talk about. So I'll consult that. I'll do my hair at some point, but I will get back with you in literally the next clip. Here's Lambert, the bad one. Here's Maisie, the good girl. I really feel like that's how it is. I feel like, you know how they talk about like there's a devil. I have to flip the screen so I can see myself. How there's like a devil and an angel on your shoulder. I feel like Lambert is the devil on your shoulder. He can be so naughty, but recently he's been a little bit more like accepting of affection. He's been like into being pet recently, especially by Dustin. Like he gives Dustin, I think, the most hell. Like he keeps him up all night and he's just a maniac, but he's also like been accepting of like being cuddled and hugged on rare occasions, but just more than usual, more than none, which is what it used to be. Maisie, on the other hand, I don't really think I talked much about her in the last video, but oh my god, here he is. It's gonna be a freaking nightmare. Yeah, caught on camera. I hate when he does this, you guys. See how I have like my desk all blocked off? He still finds a way up there. He likes to sit behind my computer. Maisie, I don't mind when she sits behind my computer because she's so tiny and dainty and doesn't move around much. Lambert is a much bigger boy and he like pushes my monitors and pushes my laptop, and sometimes he will sit on my work laptop. He annoys me so much. But last video, I don't think I had a lot to say about Maisie because we had just gotten her, but now that I've known her for a few months, she is the sweetest, nicest cat. I've never had, I was gonna say I've never had an issue with her scratching me, but that's not true. But that was totally like my fault because I was trying to get her used to being picked up, because when we had to take her to the vet, which we did end up doing, she does not want to go in the carrier at all. Lambert will just like walk in the carrier anytime we take it out. Like sometimes he just like sleeps in it when we have it out, and he'll go in it very easily when we go to the vet. But Maisie, like we had to chase her around the house, like bribe her with treats. Nothing worked. We eventually had to like pick her up by her scruff just to get her in the carrier, and it was not good. So anyways, after that I was like, I gotta teach her like being picked up is okay and she has nothing to be scared about, but she was not having it. And then she kind of clawed me a little bit. Like I said, brought that on myself, kind of expected that to happen. She's still not comfortable with being picked up, but that's okay. I mean, we don't really have to go to the vet with her, hopefully, that often like we had to do with Lambert when he was sick all the time. Update, he's looking the window. He has not been sick since whenever the last time he was sick. We brought him to the vet with Maisie one time because he needed vaccinations, or he has ear problems sometimes. So we brought him to the vet for an ear problem and he needed a vaccine, but since then hasn't had any of his digestive issues. It's been great. And they've gotten along the same as last time. Like they play fight. He it's always like almost always the instigator. Sometimes I'll see Maisie like chasing after him, but almost always it's Lambert who's on top, like asserting dominance or whatever. But I don't think it's anything ever serious because she'll hiss at him to like get the heck away from her, but she's always like wagging her tail at the end of it. She doesn't seem like she's like very much bothered, like I should be concerned about it or anything. But it's been great. Maisie is so sweet and I love her so much. Have you seen the cool shirt I'm wearing, by the way? It says, "The end is near." It is a Taylor Swift shirt. I am so into Taylor Swift lately. It has not faded. It's only gotten more strong. I love her so much. She just released a re-record of her album Speak Now. It's Speak Now Taylor's version because she's reclaiming the rights to her music, as she should. And I like a lot of the songs from that album. It's all out of her re-records. It's probably the one that I know the most songs on, surprisingly, because I didn't even think I did, but I do. Anyways, I just want to show off my shirt because I really like it. It's something I bought myself for my birthday, kind of. Yeah, I think I told Dustin, I'm like, this is gonna be my birthday outfit. It's so cute. Oh, speaking of my cats, I was gonna say we did have an outdoor cat for a while. I showed my family a Marco Polo. Not sure if it was a girl or a boy, but it was a pretty long-haired cat, and even though we weren't sure of the gender, Dustin named it Henry, and that just was its name. I had seen it for, I'm pretty sure it's the same cat that I had seen like for months and months, like even in the winter. Like one time I fed it out by the shed and it was a little bit hesitant of me to come near, but it accepted the food. And then I hadn't seen it till like, sometimes I would see it running across the yard, and when I would come home in the car, it would just be there like meowing at my legs, and it was really sweet. But we didn't start feeding it until like a month or a month and a half ago. I'm not really sure when exactly. Probably all throughout June. I don't remember, my memory is not that great. I'm on the cat tree and Lambert's probably gonna try to knock this over. I'm not on the cat tree, the tripod is. So we've been feeding it for a month, and it just hangs out on our porch all day. And it's really like warmed up to us and really likes to be a pet, and definitely was interested in coming inside the house whenever we open the door. I'm holding the tripod in case he knocks it down. But we ended up finding out information that this was a previous, oh, did you see that shadow? It was him jumping over at the camera. It ended up being a previous neighborhood's, someone in our neighborhood used to own that cat, but then they just like let it go to the wild and let it be a stray cat, even though, not a stray cat, let it be their outdoor cat, even though I've never, oh my god, I'm not sure if you can hear this. It's like licking at the camera, hopefully it's not distracting. They decided to make that cat their outdoor cat, even though I personally have never seen them like feed it or take care of it. So I considered it a stray that we were looking after. But this person who did that to the cat, they ended up moving. Like we saw them, we knew they were gonna move. Our landlord told us they were gonna move, and then we saw them physically moving, and we saw Henry the cat at our house that day when they were moving, and they didn't take him with him. But then the next day, Henry was nowhere to be found. We never saw him again. And like in the nighttime, like going into the nighttime, we saw Henry, but then the next day he wasn't there. So I don't know if after they moved their stuff, they came back when it was dark and took Henry, or if like in the next morning before we woke up, they took Henry. But we have not seen Henry since, and it's been like a week almost. Maybe it was in the beginning of this week that it happened, I'm not sure. But it's been several days, and it sucks because every time we would go past the window, I would look in Henry's spot to see if he was there, and he hasn't been. So I'm pretty sad about it. I just hope wherever he is, if they took him, or if he's like in someone else's house, I just hope they're taking care of him, because he was a really sweet cat. But that's all I had to say. Here's a picture of Henry. Here's two pictures. The sweetest cat who deserves the best. That's all I have to say about that. Clearly we haven't had good luck with any of the strays we tried to take care of. Hey guys, we're grocery shopping at Meijer right now. Really fun, but they don't have any freaking vegan bacon. Are you kidding me? Hey guys, I'm back from the grocery store now, obviously. I've had dinner. It's a lot later. You're inside of my cabinet. Dustin's gonna come walking through that door probably in this clip unless he waits. But guess what I found at Meijer? They didn't have the bacon, but guess what I found? Reese's plant-based. They've had this for like months now, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere near me, or even like in the place where I got it today, which was in the Meijer at Richmond. They haven't had it until recently, and I got it. Haven't even tried it yet. I'm gonna try a bite on camera. I just want to enjoy this on the couch, but I need some content for my vlog, so let me just get this opened. So it's plant-based. It's made with oat milk instead of milk. I have thoughts. I feel like the peanut butter in here is not right for what I remember of Reese's. You can't really see because it's focusing on me. It feels so dry and crumbly. Like there's vegan alternatives. Didn't focus ever, shocker. There's vegan alternatives already that exist, like Justin's peanut butter cups that taste a lot like this, except they use dark chocolate instead of oat milk chocolate, which the chocolate part is really good. The peanut butter part is disappointing somehow, which it shouldn't be because that's like, you don't need to edit that part of the Reese's. I'm still gonna eat it, but not what I was like expecting and like reminiscing about, but whatever. We are waiting for him. Hey guys, it's Saturday, July 15th. I just got home. It was raining a little bit, so my hair is wet. I'm gonna make dinner. It's only 3:30, but it'll take at least an hour to make, and I'm feeling hungry. I'm gonna make smashed potatoes and like popcorn chicken. I had a chicken patty yesterday, but basically for the next week, all I'm gonna be having is like chicken stuff, so I'm fine with it. Also, I'm wearing another Taylor Swift shirt today, a little bit wet from the rain, but it's a song lyric. It says, "You're on your own, kid." You guys, here is how my tomato plant is looking today. Oh my gosh, it's kind of humid outside. My camera's fogging up. Kind of different from yesterday, but I tried to take off all the dead parts, and this is what I'm left with. We'll see if it saves it. Some of the dead parts included my tomatoes that were growing. You didn't realize that, and I just cut them off, but we'll see if that makes a difference. If not, it was dying anyways. Still in the kitchen, but now I'm getting my dinner ready. Sorry for the noise of the fan. I'm getting my spices ready to put on the mashed potatoes, and I wanted to show you this. It's the garlic thing I was talking about, how my mom got it for me from the Harbor Market for my birthday. I love it. It is so garlicky. I'm just adding it to my seasonings, and I'm gonna sprinkle on top of the potatoes like I said, but I've used it in like soup or salad or anything really. But also I love garlic, and different garlics give different like flavors. Like fresh garlic is different than like granulated garlic. So even though I just used this, I'm still gonna use a little bit of this. Had to make sure I got the garlic and not the onion powder. I'm a spicy girl. Not necessarily like heat spice, but I love my spices, so. Hey guys, it's Monday, July 17th. I was gonna just make this a weekend vlog, but then I kind of stopped vlogging. My bad. I don't remember which day I left off on. Did I film anything Sunday? Don't remember. But the last thing I did, exciting thing that I did that I didn't talk about, I don't even think I talked about it. Sorry, I can't talk, is I cut my hair. You can't really tell probably, but I did. I cut off a couple inches. I don't think I did a good job, but I like it. I think it looks good. It was just getting too long and too like straggly at the bottom there. But once I set my camera down on a surface, I'll be able to back up and you'll see my hair better. But I'm just saying, happy Monday. It is 12:32, so I'm on my lunch break at work, and I'm about to head to the post office because we have a couple packages there that I have to pick up. So I will see you when I get back. Maybe one of them will be for me, but probably not. I think they're for Dustin. So no, nothing for me. All this here is for Dustin, even the letter. I think I have something coming in the mail tomorrow though, like some skin stuff, some vitamins, maybe some hair stuff, I think. Yeah, I think I got some rosemary. I have my microwave light on. I think I got some like rosemary water or something for my hair. And then, so here's how my hair looks. It's shorter, right? I mean, it is shorter because I did physically cut it, so I know it's shorter, but I don't know if it looks shorter. I like it. Again, it's not really styled right now or anything, so maybe it doesn't look great. And we got this flicking out here. And normally I like this side to be like swooped outward, but it's inward right now, so I don't like that, but whatever. I just let it air dry at work, so. It is 12:47, 13 minutes left of my break, so I'm gonna spend that on TikTok. Hi guys, it's Thursday, July 20th. The last thing you saw was me getting mail from the post office. It was Dustin's. My mail did end up coming in. I got some vitamins. I got some like rosemary and mint droppers for my hair to make it like fuller, so we'll see. And the other day, this lighting isn't that good. Let me just hold on to the camera. The other day, like literally yesterday, we got a text from the city saying like, hey guys, there was like a break in the water line or something, so none of the town has water. And when you do have water, it's not safe to drink. You have to boil it. So we got the water back and we're currently under like a boil order, but luckily for us, I always stock up on like packs of water bottles, just in case. Like I always want to be prepared. Like I don't know why I'm like this. I'm like, we have to be like prepared for survival. I even bought like a crank radio where you can like crank it to listen to it and charge your phone, or you can use like solar power or batteries. And I make us have like a couple like of canned soup and some peanut butter that we don't eat. We're saving that like in case anything happens or we can't go anywhere or something like that. So that's like that. I feel like I've always been that way, but like I'm just starting to act on it a little bit. Anyways, so that's besides the point. We got our water back, like I said, but it's still not safe to drink, so we have water bottles. And we got it back and it's safe to like bathe in, they said, and like do your dishes, but it kind of smells. Not like nasty, but it kind of smells a little rusty. I don't know why. And then on the topic of water, before we even had this, like the water is down in the town, we've been having issues for like the past week or week and a half with our kitchen faucet. The water pressure is so low and weird on it. We screwed this. It's duct taped right now. I did this because I took off the, my neighbor's outside, I hope he's not watching me. I took off this part, like where you can turn on like the sprayer or make it be regular, because I think there's like rocks or minerals or something stuck in there, and I can't figure out how to get like the, is it an aerator? I can't figure out how to get this off. I've watched so many different videos. I can't figure out how to do it. So I just took that off because the pressure is fine without that. Like it's really hard pressure without that attachment. And I have it duct taped because I didn't want the hose to like fall down the sink thing. I didn't want it to like fall down the faucet because I heard that's a thing when I was watching videos. Anyways, so yeah, it's just our kitchen, it's not the bathroom, so I know it's something going on with like the nozzle attachment thing. So there's that. And then today I ground up some coffee beans right here. I filled this back up. It was like at the bottom here. I used a coffee grinder that I got for Christmas a couple years ago. I'm trying to show it to you. From my Aunt Jill and Uncle Jim. It kind of makes like a little bit of a mess, so I had to clean up and like use, what are those like blower things called? I don't know. Not like a leaf blower, but like a handheld like blower thing. I use it outside to get like all the coffee grounds out of the grinder. Anyways, so I'm on my break right now, by the way. It's Thursday, like I said. It's 12:23. I'm on my break until 1, and I decided that I'm gonna harvest some basil. Oh, I can show you my tomato plant. It's still, remember how I trimmed it? It's still very bare, but I feel like it's kind of doing okay. I think I've seen some tomatoes coming in. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check, but I think it's doing okay. I think it was for the best, because I was not reviving what was happening to it. Like it was far gone, so it was either this or nothing. So we're trying this. We'll see how it goes. I don't think I'll get many tomatoes, but that's okay, because that's why I only did 1 tomato plant instead of like 2 or 3, which I normally do. If you can hear scratching, Maisie's playing with a toy by herself. I don't know, harvest some basil right now. And I want to harvest it, 1, because it'll make it bushier when it continues to grow, if I harvest it correctly, which hopefully I do. And then also I want to make some freaking pesto, so I'm gonna do that. So here's my tomato plant. Okay, here are where a couple of tomatoes are coming in. I think I might have said this before, but one of the branches that was dying that I trimmed had tomatoes on it. Oops. So at least maybe I'll get these out of there if they continue to grow. Here's my 3 basil plants. I watered them today already. This one's a little bit tall, that one's a little bit bushy. I'm gonna like trim them up a lot. I'm back. I took this pitcher outside to fill it up. I was looking for something large that I didn't mind like setting on the ground outside. I filled it up all the way with some basil. I think I trimmed it or pruned it the way you're supposed to, so hopefully it grows back bigger and better than ever. I feel like last year my basil was insane. But here's what I got. I got like 2 long paper towels worth. It covers my stove. So I think that's definitely enough to make like 1 pesto. I'm gonna have to look at the recipe to see how much basil it calls for pesto, but I'm gonna make that. My house smells really good right now, by the way. It obviously smells like basil, and then it smells like the coffee grounds. I like it. I got my blender, nope, my food processor working, which is good because sometimes it's hard to figure out how exactly this is supposed to go on here, but I got that going. Now I gotta measure my basil. 2 cups according to the recipe I'm looking at, 2 cups equals 1 serving or 1 recipe's worth or whatever. I think I have at least 2 cups loosely packed. We'll see. Okay, so it looks like just this half alone was 2 cups loosely packed. I can put a couple more in there, which will be these ones. So I'm just gonna go ahead and double my recipe because I'm thinking that'll be 4 cups total. Something I've done in the past to stretch out my basil when I might not have enough to make the amount of pesto I want is to like do half basil and half spinach, which I feel like works out really well. Tastes the same to me, maybe a little bit less basil-y, but I don't have any complaints. I would have done that this time so I can make like even more pesto because I want to make so much to freeze it, but this is kind of a spur of the moment thing. I was planning on doing this a couple weekends ago, but that didn't happen, and I was on my break and I'm like, let's do the basil now. I'm already like being productive with the coffee grounds, and I think I'm gonna make some cookies later and freeze some cookies, so I'm like, let's tackle the basil too, why not? So next time I harvest, I hopefully will have spinach on hand, or I will wait until I go to the grocery store to get some spinach so I can make even more pesto. Okay, you're in my cabinet. Somehow one of the walnuts did not make it into the food processor, but okay. I'm gonna taste test it now. I've already taste tested it a couple times. I added everything. The basil, the olive oil, and the walnuts, and the garlic. That's all the recipe that I was looking at called for, but I added salt and pepper to it, of course. And then I've also done other recipes where they call for some lemon, and I love how lemon tastes in here, so I added that as well. Oh, and then it also calls for Parmesan cheese, but I'm vegan, as you know, so I use nutritional yeast. I used the last of this bag, but I got another. I think it's good, but I'm gonna taste test it on a tortilla chip. I would never eat this together normally, but this is like all I have in the house as a vessel to put a dip into my mouth, or a spread, or whatever this is. So I'm gonna use it. Yeah, I don't have any bread or crackers or anything. It's fine. But like I said, I already got a little bit of a taste, and I like would adjust the seasonings, but I think it's done now. Get a little, oop, I broke the chip. Okay. Well, hold on. It's good, but I think I'm going to try it plain because the tortilla is going to alter the taste a little bit. The tortilla is salty. I'm going to have a little bit on a spoon. It's good, but I don't know why I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe some more pepper and some more lemon. I'm going to try that. Okay, I blended it together, not focusing ever, of course, just wants to focus on me. Try it again. I don't know if it really did much. It is good. I just feel like something is lacking in one of the things. I don't know what. But I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it as it is. And here's how much I made. So this is it, not a lot, but enough. I don't know if I want to freeze it or just put it in the fridge and figure out a recipe for it next week, but you know what? Maybe I'll just put it in the fridge because it's not a lot. I hear barking. I think one of the neighborhood dogs, 2 of them, escaped like they always do. They escape and they roam the freaking neighborhood. So here's how much I got from it. This quart-size Ziploc bag. I put it with basil only in case I make some with spinach. I didn't fill this up all the way, but I'm gonna put this one in the fridge, this one in the freezer, and then I need to fill up my salt and pepper shakers. But a couple things, well, I only remember one of them. Hopefully I remember the other. I just realized that I washed the basil using like the unsafe water that I was talking about. I mean, like I washed it and then I drained it, but it still has like the water on it because it's impossible to like get it all off fully. So fingers crossed something bad happens to me. Hopefully I'm fine if it's just like a little bit of it, you know. I feel like maybe it's equivalent to like swimming in a lake and getting like water in your mouth or something like that. Hopefully I'm okay. Oh, and the other thing was, one of the things that is different about this basil than other basils I've made in the past, not flavor wise, I still don't know what the flavor is missing, but taste wise, is that I use a different type, not taste wise, texture wise, I use a different type of nut. I used walnut, I've used pine nuts in the past, but those are really expensive, and then I've also used cashews, and I don't think necessarily the walnut is an issue. I think it was the recipe that was an issue. They hardly had me using like any nut at all, and I feel like the texture, let me show it to you again. It's just so like homogeneous and just like the same texture. I typically like a little bit of like, not grittiness, but a little more texture than this just like completely smooth pesto, you know? I mean, there's different pesto preferences for everyone, so next time I'll look up a different recipe and like look at the pictures better and the reviews better, but this was just so spur of the moment. It'll be fine, it'll do the job, but going forward I would like something with more texture in it. I'll just use more nuts next time, basically. Excuse my dishwasher in the background. I came over here to just check on Maisie. What do I see but a squirrel eating out of the cat food we have outside? Our regular cat doesn't show up anywhere, but sometimes we have like these little baby kittens that comes by, so I put some out there. I'm gonna have to go shoo this squirrel away. After all that, he still has the nerve to come back. What are you saving up for, the winter? That's some good zoom. I've got my headphones on my head because I was watching The Walking Dead while working. I'm still working, I got about 30 minutes left, but I did make those cookies. And I had one when it was hot and ooey gooey. My ear looks weird. And it was really good. I normally like cookies like after hours after they sat, or, sorry if this is shaking. Lambert, you're on the cat tree. Lambert's in the cat tree, so it might be like shaking around. But I just like cookies after they've sat for a while. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put this over my ear. Now I can't really hear myself because you're like soundproof or whatever. So they were good. I froze a bunch of them without baking them, so I froze the dough and then I made like a tray of them. So I had a pretty productive day today. I'm gonna have a chicken sandwich for dinner once I get off work, and then I don't have any other plans for the rest of the day. And here's Lambert. You were up there and he is right here. Surprised he's able to fit in that cat hammock considering how big he is. Sorry about the noisy dishwasher, but here's the cookies I made. Perfect, not burned at all, just nicely golden. And then here's a tray of frozen cookies and another tray of frozen cookies. So whenever we want a couple cookies, I could just pop them out and either make a bunch in the oven or some in the toaster oven. That's my favorite. Whenever I want cookies, they are ready to go. Hi guys, it's Friday. Fun hair, July 21st. Ow, we got some groceries behind me. We just went grocery shopping. Dustin brings in the groceries, I put them away, so I gotta do that now. We also got Taco Bell. I didn't eat it yet, I just took it out of the wrapper. Last time we got Taco Bell, mine had meat in it, even though I do it on the app, so I'm like, no meat, no cheese, no sour cream. So we're hoping this time doesn't have meat in it. I'll let you know how that goes though. Hey guys, it's Saturday, July, I almost said it was June 22nd. I cut my hair again before I just took a shower. It's not dried at all. I like dried it a little bit with the hairdryer so it wasn't soaking wet, and it's not styled obviously, so you can't tell, but it's even. Doesn't really look like it right now, but it's even, it's good. I know I cut it like already once in this vlog, I didn't film it, but it wasn't exactly the length I wanted it, but now I'm really happy with it. And so I think the last thing I filmed yesterday was, hey guys, I got some Taco Bell and we went to the grocery store and I was gonna let you know if they ruined my order. They did, but not in a bad way. Like, I was still able to eat it. They didn't put meat in it or cheese or dairy, but I got Crunchwraps and I add potatoes to them, and they only added potatoes to one of them, and then the one that did have potatoes, they were like rock solid hard, which they've done that before, but it was still good. And I always order it with black beans because it's like a black bean Crunchwrap Supreme. Every effing time they're like, sorry, we're out of black beans, what do you want instead? How every time are you out of black beans? How hard is it to just like throw on some black beans and have them? So I always sub it for refried beans, which are still good. I just don't think they're like very flavorful at all at Taco Bell, but they got the job done. It was really delicious and I didn't get like poisoned by meat, so that was awesome. Today I made some chili. I woke up and then I did that, and I made a double batch of chili. So me and Dustin are gonna eat it. I'm gonna freeze some. I'm gonna make this thing called a chili hash, which I don't really know if it's like a well-known recipe. I mean, what I mean by that is that I don't know if it's like a commonly made recipe. I'm sure it's like well-known, but I don't know if people normally do this. It's just like you make chili and then you put it in a baking dish thing, like a pan. And then you put hash browns on top of it, and then you bake it in the oven. I don't know how I even thought of this, like how I thought to look it up, or if like I heard someone else talking about it or something. Like I don't know how this got into my brain, but I made it a couple years ago and I've made it occasionally since. Sometimes I just enjoy like a nice bowl of chili and don't do anything to it. But yeah, I got some to do that. I'm gonna make it in like a small dish, like a 9x9. I've done it in a 9x13 before, but I don't want to make that much of it because I tend to get a little bit sick of it. So I'm gonna make it in a smaller square dish. Dustin's gonna have some, and whenever we don't eat, I'm gonna freeze. And oh, I also got a bowl from the store so I could make popcorn, because like the microwavable popcorn that you see at the store, most of it isn't vegan, and the ones that are vegan, they're just like no butter on it, because the butter usually is the not vegan thing. And like that's fine and everything, but I want some buttery popcorn. So I got like, just have it over here. I'm getting ready to make it. I got like the kernels, these, and then I have my own butter. I got some in a little dish right here, so I'm gonna add that. I think I'm gonna add it to the bowl, which is also right here. Here's the bowl, and then there's a lid with it, so you just put the popcorn kernels in the lid, and then it makes a little dome like this. Put it in the microwave, and you got popcorn. I haven't had popcorn in so long. I've been craving it for like the past, I don't know, weeks, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna go make that. I'll show you how it turns out. I used to have that exact popcorn bowl when I lived in my apartment, but it kind of gets a little bit ruined when you use it so much. It was only like $7, so I said I'm gonna buy this, and then if it gets ruined, I'll just buy like a popcorn maker. If I end up wanting to make popcorn a lot, I'll upgrade to a popcorn maker. But let's do this. The chili is not ready. It's 2:40, so I'm gonna have this popcorn snack in the meantime. Oh, also, I'm gonna show you the chili. I'm gonna close this in the meantime. I made it in the crock pot. Sometimes I do it in the crock pot. Most of the time I do it on the stove. It's kind of messy over here. This was me testing it so I can see if it needed more seasonings. This was my bowl I put the seasonings into. Here it is. It's looking a little liquidy, which is fine. And now we got all fogged up. Sorry about that. I'll show you when it's actually ready, and I'll show you how my chili hash looks. But first, popcorn. I just took off the protective film for the popcorn, and this is like one of my biggest pet peeves, is when I'm not able to remove all of the film, like when it stays around the edges. That happens all the time when I open new vitamins. I don't know why. It's just my pet peeve. Here it is, microwaving away. Popping. Can you hear it? Oh, you can hear it and you can see it. I wasn't sure how long to cook it for because it didn't even say. It just said follow manufacturer's instructions. I guess there's a popcorn setting right here. I just did 2 minutes, so we'll see. Here it is. Definitely not burned. I'm not sure how many kernels are going to be at the bottom of here, but it looks so good. I look kind of silly now because I have my hair in my clip and I have my headphones on because I'm going to watch something while I eat popcorn, but let's do a taste test. Oh my god, it's going to get stuck in my teeth like crazy. But it tastes really good. Could be a little bit more buttery. I wasn't sure how much to add. I haven't made this in a long time, but I love it. Look at him. He wants popcorn so bad. He was sitting right here behind my computer at my window, sniffing with his little nose, but he's not gonna get any. Okay, so I am all done, and these are the amount of kernels I have left, which is more than I would have liked. So next time I'll definitely cook it for a little bit longer. I'll just Google like how long should you cook kernel popcorn or whatever. But it was really delicious, and I can't wait to snack on this for forever. I'm gonna have it for forever, for the rest of my life. Guys, did I even film my chili in the crock pot? I don't remember. I went to look at the thumbnails of the clips, didn't feel like actually watching them, and I'm like, did I? I took pictures of it. So here's a picture, in case I forgot to take a video. That's not chili on my lip. That's a pimple. But we ate the chili. It was really good. It was spicier than normal, and it was so good. Here's the crock pot that it was in. Just the, you know, the remains are in there. Dustin had some bowls. I made my chili hash that I think I was talking about on here. And then I'm gonna freeze 2 bags worth so I can have it whenever. I've frozen it in the past, and I've had it on like a baked potato. What was sounding really good to me when I was shopping last night was chili mac and cheese. So I got a box of mac and cheese so I can make chili mac and cheese if I want in the future when I thaw it. So I think I said I saved some for Dustin for tomorrow. If I didn't than I did. It's in the fridge right now. And yeah, it was really good. I'm gonna have it for dinner tomorrow. I'm gonna have my chili hash. She's gonna have some chili. I'm just waiting for these to cool down so I can freeze them. I'm gonna do some of the dishes right now and clean up some of the chili from the stovetop. But good food. Hey vlog, I'm in a new shirt. I got done cleaning. Still in a Taylor Swift shirt though. I got done cleaning and I looked down at my shirt and I saw I had a freaking stain on it. Here it is. Can you see it in this lighting? Yeah. So I took it off and I put some Shout on it. This is not the first time I've stained on this shirt in particular. I cannot be trusted around light colored clothing. I put it on today knowing I was gonna be making chili, but I was like, I'll just wear my zip up when I'm eating, my sweater when I'm eating. It'll be fine. And that's what I did, but I didn't think about like, hey, when you're cleaning it up, it's gonna splash on you. So I'm hoping it comes out. And I'm not as worried about wearing this one, even though I'm not gonna be eating more chili for the rest of the day, but I'm not worried about wearing black. But like I said, I'm not gonna be eating more chili, so it doesn't really matter. Wow, that video was really good. I just finished editing it. Not even a single bit of that is in focus. I just finished editing it. Didn't realize that I wore the same outfit, both of them, this one and the pink one, 2 weekends in a row. It happens. I don't have a lot of shirts. And I like these shirts, so I wear them. So my bad. Dustin is on break from his work. He's playing Need for Speed. He goes back to work in 10 minutes. I'm gonna chill after I finished. I'm done editing, so I'm just gonna chill. And that's the end of this vlog. Thanks for watching. Bye.